Hi guys, just wanted to show you the quality that you can expect from Warn winches before you go and part with your hard-earned cash buying one. Check this out. Guys, check this out. Over 100 faults in this M12000 winch casing. This is one of the halves that carries, or is supposed to support, the 6 tonne that this M12000 is going to pull. Here's the other end, guys. Over 50 faults in the casing, or casting. Here's another part of the winch, guys, with more defects in it. Check out the paint quality on this Warn winch, guys. I mean, as I said, this winch has never been off-road. It has never been near the salt water. It's never had any use. I mean, if this is good enough for you guys for your $2,500 so be it. But look, I'm not even a painter. I've painted aluminium, done the proper surface preparation, etch primed it, painted it with 2-pack. It's still good 28 years later. I mean, surely a winch from Warn, surely Warn can do better than this. That's disgraceful. Another thing with this M12000 winch, guys, apart from the corrosion issues and the paint lifting, is the engagement handle in it. The engagement handle's held in and tensioned with a little grub screw. That grub screw can move, letting the tension off the engagement handle, and the engagement handle just drops into the winch and renders the winch inoperable. I mean, this is such a simple fix. I mean, it's just mind-boggling that Warn haven't addressed it. Here's just a shot of the gears, guys, just so you can check and see that this thing has never been used. Never ever been used once. Now onto this ugly surface seats your wearbush. I was told that this doesn't rotate, but as there's no location tabs or anything to stop this bush rotating, I can't see why it wouldn't. Now if it did rotate on that horrible surface, it's going to be fairly quick wear on that bush. Now, as I said, this is not a warranty issue. It's a 10-year-old winch. I believe that casting should have never left the factory. Now guys, I'm not just talking as a layman. I've spent the last 30 years as a coded pressure vessel welder. I've seen thousands and thousands of castings, thousands of pieces of aluminium, metals of all descriptions. I've never seen a piece of equipment turn up with so many defects. So I thought I'd contact the agent for Warn winches in Australia, Atico. I spoke with the national, or New South Wales, or national sales manager Bruce Poole. Now I started the conversation with, hello Bruce, how are you today? And I was greeted with a, oh, living the dream. So I thought, oh well, yeah, I can see how much satisfaction I'm going to get through this guy. But anyway, I went through the process. Bruce contacted Warn Industries, and I'll read you Warn's response about all these defects. Here's the response from Bruce Poole and Warn Industries. Porosity is evaluated using general guidelines designed to ensure that the affected parts have adequate structural integrity. A long deep hole caused by porosity would not be expected to have full strength, while a sprinkling of small holes would generally be approved for use. The pictures presented by the customer show a higher level of porosity, but not enough to cause it to be rejected. What a load of crap. Like, honestly, any company worth its weight in salt would never put out a casting with porosity in it like that. If I did jobs like that, I wouldn't have my certification very long. I mean, that's just disgraceful. I then thought, well, obviously I'm not going to get any sort of satisfaction other than to try and buy a replacement couple of parts, because I'm not happy to put that winch back together as it is. I just don't think that's good enough. So I rung Bruce Poole again and asked him to, one, get the general manager of Ateco to call me, and number two, get a price on what it would cost to replace those two items. Well, I'm still waiting on those two. So look, before you go and invest your hard-earned money in a product, after years of buying millions of products, one of the biggest things that I find now that's worth considering is what sort of treatment you get as far as service after the product's out of warranty. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope this informs you as to what Warn classes as acceptable. I can tell you, no mob that does castings would want that result in their castings. Anyway, you can make the decision. Is 150 defects good enough for your hard-earned money? Probably not. Thanks, guys. I was actually warned about doing this video by Bruce Poole. When I mentioned to Bruce of Ateco that I wasn't very happy with the response from Warn Industries, I said to Bruce that I'll make sure I do my best to make sure everybody's aware of the issues with Warn winches and their aftermarket service, etc. And yeah, Bruce warned me against doing such, so just goes to show you what sort of an attitude Ateco, well, Bruce Poole in particular, has towards issues that are raised.